This card on our table. His name is Noel A. Figueroa. Give him a hand. He's our poet for tonight. One of the word masters for tonight. It's an honor to have him on stage. Thank you, brother.
Peace, y'all. How y'all doing tonight?
Great.
Glad to be back here. This is actually my second time back here. Glad to be back. I'm Noel A. Figueroa, the Anointed Pen. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Clubhouse. I'm going to be reading a few selections, some from my book, One Man's Journey, and also some selections from a future project. Mic check, loud and clear. Okay, take two, action, all right? So, as I was saying, I'm Noel A. Figueroa, the Anointed Pen. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Clubhouse. I host a poetry workshop called Poets for Purpose. I conduct my own events in person as well as online. So when you follow me on social media, you'll see what I have going on. I also host a podcast called the PWP Sessions, where I interview poets one-on-one. I give them a space to talk about their work and perform their work. I'm resuming podcast episodes in August, so if any poets here or any poets that you know, if you're interested in being interviewed, just look me up and we can set up a time for y'all to be interviewed. So I'm going to start off with a piece from an upcoming project. If y'all watch Kung Fu flicks on Saturday mornings growing up, so this was inspired by that. So this is called Sunflower Dagger. She's a lady of precision, trained in tiger style. She'll cut you real good. Don't pull that card. She's in full battle stance, ready for war. Won't take your junk out the trunk. Feel me? She's a lady of decision. You want to take hers, you gotta fight for it. You think you're gonna take her? Mighty big balls you have. Hope they don't get cut off. She's trained in tiger style. Won't take your junk out the trunk, feel me? She's a lady of conditions. Love her or leave her alone. Disrespect and get knocked off your throne. Don't pull that card, see? She already seen your cards before you put them in your hand. She already knew you weren't playing with a full deck because she shortened your stack in advance. She's in full battle stance, ready for war. Won't take your junk out the trunk, feel me? She's trained to be sharp, double-edged leverage, not watered down. She's 100 proof beverage. In the do or die field, she'll do and not die. Woman of destiny, heir to the throne, reigning with grace, with soldiers, divine time and space. Trained in tiger style. She's in full battle stance, ready for war. Won't take your junk out the trunk, feel me? She's a lady of ammunition, ready to fire full blast without a gun. She's got centuries of training under her belt, got secret weapons under her skirt. Don't go there, you might get a ninja star to your neck. Better come correct. If you ain't coming on strong, you better go on home. She'll shame you before she shames herself. I already told you, she's a lady of precision, trained in tiger style. She'll cut you real good. Don't pull that card. She's in full battle stance, ready for war. Won't take your junk out the trunk. Feel me? Thank you. So that was Sunflower Dagger, and this next piece is called This New America. Is this the America you want me to accept? One where it's okay for me to be downgraded, degraded, and disrespected because of the color of my skin? by people who were bent on believing that this country only belongs to them, yet this country was never theirs in the first place. Isn't that ironic, don't you think? Is this the new America you want me to accept, where racists, sexists, and instigators of strife and division get to be president and encourage more bold and racist behavior and rhetoric with no accountability or responsibility on the part of the offenders? Is this the new America you want me to love, when it's been engraved in its DNA to hate and despise me, perpetuated through the generations? Is this the new America you want me to celebrate, when my people are still oppressed, stressed through systems designed to hold us back and diminish our intelligence and contributions to society? Is this the new America I must stand for when it chooses to continually stand against me? Why must I live in a country that my ancestors bled and died for to help build and be treated like a second-class citizen? So quick to tell me to go back to Africa, but my ancestors didn't ask to be brought here against their will, treated like animals and machines for profits they never got to enjoy. Why should I go back when your ownership of this country is based on lies, scandal, stealing, and crooked politics? Is this the new America you want me to support, when it's done everything in its power to systematically dismantle the black family, emasculate black men, degrade black women, and convince black children that they are no greater than the systems put in place to hold them back? Is this the new America you want me to oversee, where my people constantly have to justify their worth and scream at the top of their lungs to be heard because of the stereo of double standards turned up full blast? This new America does not and has never provided liberty, freedom, and justice for all. Thank you.
Woo!
So this next piece is out of my book, One Man's Journey. I do have a few copies with me. Doing a summer special. They're currently on sale for $12. And this piece is called Let the Truth Speak, a much needed wake-up call. And this was written about the time shortly after Biggie and Tupac died, around that same time frame. I don't recall who died first, but they died within like maybe a week or 2 weeks apart from one another. I just remember that it's close together. It was one and then the other. And after that happened, I got to thinking about the time, all the things going down during that time when this happened, and that's essentially what inspired this piece. If art supposedly imitates life, then why isn't anybody paying attention to what's going on in real life? You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Too many brothers and sisters chasing pipe dreams, the quick slick record deal dreams, the I'm as nasty as I want to be, the big pimp / player, rhyme sayer, Versace sporting, Cristal sipping mayor. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Mayor, would you mind stepping out of your materialistic, masochistic, high-profile, terrific fantasy for just 1 second? I want you to take a seat and let the truth speak. Now that you made yourselves comfortable, allow me to slap you in the face with some reality. The East Coast, West Coast rivalry garbage got out of hand. We as a people are hurting and killing each other, understand? There are no awards given for the most people killed, the most wine glasses filled, the most ladies thrilled, or the most places you have billed to your American Express card. You don't get props for selling your soul to the devil, your morals to the devil's advocate, and your dignity to the individual who just likes selling out of common sense and full of false pretense towards your essence. You still want that gossip, Moet? Let the truth speak. Excuse me. Tupac was an artist, a creator, a person. Biggie Smalls was an artist, a creator, a person. Why were their lives cut short? Why are we suffering hearing the tragic news reports, the ignorant replies from those who claim they know what's going on, but don't have a clue as to what's going down with me and you, casualties of our own cultural war? We don't need any outside forces interfering with our growth and development. We're doing a good job destroying ourselves on our own. You still concerned with sporting that new leather coat you bought? Let the truth speak. I'm sick and tired of seeing guns drawn and bloodshed over items that can be easily replaced, over unnecessary jealousy, over foolish pride and prejudice, over streets and neighborhoods that don't belong to one gang or one person, over women, over status, over drugs, over and over and over and over and over and over. What period of time do we have to let recklessly slip out of our hands before we stop playing this booming bass line that we call quote unquote acceptable entertainment? Girlfriend, are you still worrying about shaking what your mama gave you in your latest DKNY ensemble? Let the truth speak. If the First Amendment granted every man, woman, and child freedom of speech, why are so many of us using it to our disadvantage? You want to know why? I tell you why. Too many sons and daughters following their older siblings' tune. The who has the most guns, hoes, and hash to consume. The watch your step or you'll die in my one-track mind vacuum. Smelling the you're only cool if you sport brand names and know who I know fumes. Can somebody please open up a window? I can't breathe, I can't eat, and I can't sleep because there's still no unity among my people. I'm not trying to limit anybody's creativity, but even my mama says it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Are you still paying more attention to the next party you're going to? Let the truth speak. I'm not here to play God, but God is speaking to me in stereo. Brother, tune into 97.3 WLOVE FM now for the latest in good news for the people. And he wants me to share this good news with you. There is hope when you believe in love and love yourselves. You can't break the chains of outside injustice if you can't break the chains of injustice we bring upon ourselves. Let the truth speak. Let the truth speak. It's never too late when you let the truth speak. Thank you. Thank you. So this next poem is considered my signature piece. It's called Color Be Creative. I am more than a mahogany king, engaged in a graceful dance. I am more than a caramel king, with a voice not given by chance. I am every brown, dark or light, every shade of black. I am the musician playing like blues to bop, soul to rock, the painter painting like Monet or Renoir, or as the ancestors from Africa. I am the writer with pen in hand, painting visions with words that help understand, inspire, change, and release life. I am the actor in detailed plays that tell a story, my story, breathing life into today. I can be everything and anything. I can be all that God wants me to be. My name can be in the lights. My name can be in lights on a marquee. My face can be on a magazine, newspaper, book cover, promoting my work, my value, my substance. Color me creative. Let my abilities educate your soul and open your eyes to the truth of me being more than the sum of my parts, more than my skin color, hair color, eye color, more than who my mother is or who my father is or who my relative is, greater than the stereotypes, typecasts, rumors, and ignorance, greater than my trials and my pains. Color me with the colors of my talents, the shades of my intellect, the hues of my spirit. Color me creative. Thank you. I got time for one more? You good?
What?
Cool, man.
Good thing, bro.
All right, cool. All right, so this last piece I'll share with y'all is also from my book. It's called Undying Spirit. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. Our melodic visions, our sweet spirit of hope. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. Our melodic visions, our sweet spirit of hope. Through a cool and raging storm, a child is born. The bloodline will surely continue. For we are a strong nation of kings and queens, creators, givers, lovers, dreamers, workers, caregivers, and most of all, fighters. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. Our battle cry for freedom. We're born into a world where our color is a scapegoat for corruption and lies. Yet the drums play on, they play our life rhythms. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. Our rhythm is consistent, forceful, emotional. We dance the dance of life among the stench of death and dead-end directions with rhythmic selections. We tell the story of struggle, slavery, rape, lost identity, which increases intensity with every passing step through time. And the drums play on, they play our life rhythms. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. Witnessing lynching and segregation, quote unquote, separate but equal, such an abomination. Treated like second-class citizens in a first-class country. Whatever happened to, quote unquote, all men are created equal? What happened to that? What's up with that? I am the fruit of my creator, which is abused by ignorance, hate, and fear. What are you afraid of? That I may actually be just as capable, if not more, of holding my own? That I am intelligent, respectable, hardworking, and focused? We as a people exploded when we couldn't take it anymore. The Civil Rights Movement, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, Angela Davis. We began to demand for equal rights and quicker response to our issues, equal pay, better housing, better education. We broke down the door and barged right in to take what was rightfully ours. And the drums play on, they play our life rhythms. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. For the struggle continues, even now, with our many advances in film, art, television, music, technology, and many more. We're still fighting for our rightful place in the world, and yet we have our own wealth, which was accumulated through the generations. We have our own businesses, we're calling the shots and making a difference despite the forces that try to hold us back. We can't be stopped. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. The drums play on, they play our life rhythms. We are beautiful in every shade. We must recognize that and grow in unity and love. Learn to love who you are. We have the blood of kings and queens in us. We are beautiful and unique, and we will get our respect. We are people too. We are equal. Without struggle, there is no progress. Without struggle, there is no progress. Listen carefully, and you'll hear the drums play on, the drums of our undying spirit. Thank you. Peace out.
Give it up for Noel A. Figueroa.